Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, once seen as the British royal power couple who conquered Hollywood, are now facing one of the most difficult periods of their post-royal careers. After stepping down from their royal roles in 2020, they signed a huge deal with Netflix, promising to create inspiring and groundbreaking content. However, their projects, from Heart of Invictus to With Love, Meghan, have failed to live up to expectations, leading Netflix to switch from an exclusive deal to a much lower-value first-look deal. Meanwhile, Meghan's podcast Confessions of a Female Founder dropped out of the top 100 charts just weeks after its release, and her uninvited appearance at HBO Max's Emmys turned into a PR disaster. Is this a sign that Meghan and Harry's media empire is on the decline? The podcast Confessions of a Female Founder, launched in April 2025-inch partnership with Lemonada Media, was hoped to cement Meghan's image as an inspirational businesswoman. However, the show was criticized for lacking depth and quickly fell off the charts. Critics said Meghan focused too much on herself instead of exploring the stories of her guests, creating a disconnected audience. That track, Meghan's uninvited appearance at HBO Max's Emmy event, became a public shock. Not on the guest list, she was booed by the crowd, was smothered by big stars like Zendaya and Pedro Pascal, and was excluded from all official images. The event not only humiliated Meghan, but also showed that Hollywood no longer saw her as a notable figure, marking the stabilization of the image of Hollywood royalty she had built. The original deal with Netflix in 2020 promised creative freedom and abundant financial resources for Archwell Productions. However, in addition to Harry and Meghan, which achieved high viewership in its early stages, other projects such as Heart of Invictus, Live to Lead, and Polo failed to attract audiences. With Love, Meghan's first season only achieved low viewership and did not make the top of the most watched shows. As a result, Netflix switched to an advance review agreement in August 2025, allowing them to reject Archwell projects before they were put on the market. This agreement, the compatible agreement of Barack and Michelle Obama, does not guarantee financial support and puts Meghan and Harry in a position dependent on Netflix's approval. This adds to the financial and reputational pressure, especially as Meghan's As Ever brand is also struggling with a stagnant message and unstable revenue. The preview deal is worth far less than the original contract, a blow to the couple's finances, which rely on big deals to maintain their lavish Montecito lifestyle. Spotify's termination of their contract in 2023 after the failure of Archetypes has further compounded the situation. Archwell's staff is dwindling, with reports of staff departures. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry's silence on these criticisms and setbacks, in contrast to their previous quick response habits, has fueled suspicions that they are losing control of their narrative. Hollywood, unlike the royal family, does not favor titles or celebrity. It requires real results in viewership and revenue, conditions the couple is lacking in fat. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are facing a real roller coaster. The failure of Confessions of a Female Founder, the humiliation at the Emmys, and the downsized Netflix deal have exposed the flaws in their media strategy and image. From a power couple with Hollywood dreams, they are now seen as chasing relevance in a deeply disruptive technology. While there is still room for new projects, the power to create commercially successful content is enormous. Hollywood does not tolerate repeated failures, and the royal family's celebrity status is not enough to guarantee success. Can Meghan and Harry overcome this by creating truly compelling content, or will their Hollywood dreams become a valuable lesson in toxicity? Share your thoughts. Can this couple regain their shine, or is this the beginning of the end of their media empire?